For 2 days now, people have been sending me the interview session between Seun Okinbaloye of Channels Television and Tope Fasau, the special advisor to President Tinubu on economic affairs, when he was talking about how much you can use to eat in Nigeria and how that money is not enough for you to eat abroad. When people sent me the video, I really didn't want to talk about it because I didn't feel that we should give him that level of publicity for this Mumu talk. But today I saw him on Arise Television, so obviously he don't gain recognition. Before you go talk this word, this Mumu talk, the way they talk, international community could be like say it makes sense. Let's quickly start to tackle him now. Now, before I talk, let me play you Tope Fasau's interview today on Arise TV. Watch this.
But let's and this takes me back to the issue of 1,500. Remember, please, as against those who have been misquoting and sensationalizing and all, nobody is saying there's no poverty in Nigeria. In fact, luckily for me, I got people sending me videos from Lagos to Maiduguri showing that they actually ate for 1,500 yesterday. If you're earning minimum wage and you're struggling in life, you have to make choices like that. In fact, I personally was somewhere in Lekki yesterday, precisely Blackbell. I saw that someone could eat for 2,500 there.
Blackbell.
2,500, even in Lekki Phase 1. I didn't know where to go. Someone just took me there because I had another interview.
People can't afford that.
So yes, people can't afford that, I agree. But I think that empirically speaking, my statement was correct because indeed people, and I said something, I said 1,500 is a lot of money to a lot of Nigerians. And that's because I acknowledge the fact that a lot of people are down on their luck and poor. So if saying 1,500 is a lot of money is not a mockery of those who see that as a lot. If you are leaving this place now and you gave the security guy 1,000 naira, he will appreciate you. He will have a meal on that. And that's what I'm saying, that a lot of Nigerians are in that category. And again, remember, I said my raison d'etre, my reason for shooting on this is to say that, listen, the private sector and even the government sector must be put under pressure to understand that this inequality is increasing, okay, as against what it was before. In fact, the most equal country in Africa was Algeria. You go to Algeria, Tunisia, those guys seem to have a system that works for them. Egypt isn't doing as well. The most unequal being South Africa and Namibia, where you see some very high, which compares with the United States of America. But we can't rest on our oars, Rotus. We can't rest on our oars. We know there's a problem already because, again, post-COVID, and when something as cataclysmic as COVID happens, sometimes it takes 10, 20 years for you to come back to. We're hoping that the President Trump's experimental governance this time around will not set us back even further. And trust another.
Now, talk about Fasau. Let's go step by step because you don't talk, they confuse your own self in your statement. First and foremost, let's tackle that lie of that food where you say you buy for Blackbell at 2.5. My brother, what exactly did you buy at Blackbell Lekki for 2.5? Because all of us, they go Blackbell. We know the place. What exactly did you buy for 2.5? Because you cannot buy one portion of rice and one meat at Blackbell for 2.5. I'm sure one meat at Blackbell alone is up to 1.5. So what exactly did you buy there for 2.5? Now that's one. Second, the people eat with 1.5 in Nigeria. That's true. But do you know how hard it is to get 1.5 in Nigeria? Should I explain what is 1.5 per day for you? 1.5, let me break it down. A young guy who lives alone, fresh graduate from university, is working in a bank, is earning around 200,000. That's if he rich. But earning around 200,000. Now let's say he wants to eat 2 times in a day. Normally he's supposed to eat 3 times in a day, but he cannot eat 3 times a day because the country is hard. So let's break it down to 2 times a day. 1.5 times 2 is 3,000 every day. Run that math by 30 days. Now it's 90,000 for just 2 meals a day in the month, and his salary is about 200,000. Now let's say his transport to work and back will cost him about 30,000 a month, 120,000 gone. Let's say his rent, the minimum you can get now for a 1-room self-contained Nigeria, 1 room in this our Lagos, for example, will be about 500 or 600,000 per year. That brings us to about 50,000 naira Per month, 120 plus 50, 170 is gone. Let's say he buys lights at 10,000 every month, 180,000 is gone. Now we see every month he could decide to go buy one shirt. So in a full year, he go buy like 12 shirts. 190,000 naira is gone. The salary is finished. All I counted now is food, cloth, and shelter with light bill. If he mistakenly get malaria, he's in trouble. If the waka come from work, he come mistakenly break somebody egg, trouble day. In fact, he cannot save from that money, so he has to bank on tips. That is why everywhere you go now, there's a security man begging you, there's a police officer begging you, there's a staff begging you. Nigerians have not turned beggars to survive. And you are here telling me 1,500 can feed people a day. Of course, you work with the presidency, so you will not understand what we go through to make 1,500. But please, if they are paying you, we all know they are paying you to defend madness. When the presidency does madness, you have to defend it, but does not mean you have to be extra stupid in trying to defend it. This your stupidity doesn't look like extra time. And if these are the people advising the president on economic affairs, then the economy is finished. Because this is our special advisor to the president on economic affairs, then this our economy is done for. What are you saying? When we talk, you compare us to America. How much is minimum wage in America? The banker who works in Nigeria and they earn $200, 200,000. 200,000 in Nigeria is just about $130, right? 160 plus 48. Yeah, that's just about $130. A cleaner in America will make that money on a good day, one day work. He will make that full 200,000. And then you are comparing how much we used to eat here and how much they used to eat there. You drunk? What are we talking about? Tinubu don't go France now. Ask him how much they pay cleaner for that France where you go. At least they go get cleaner for the presidential house there. What exactly are we talking about here? Come on, things are hard for us. Stop pouring salt on our injury, my friend. When you're giving a small appointment, I go fair forget to myself, fair depositor for gutter. No understand. No understand talk nonsense so that I feel get better appointment. Can't you even just tell the presidency the truth? What's wrong with all of you? And some Nigerians, they send a message, they say, yes, you are correct to Oswo. Do you know how many Nigerians have not even seen 100,000 per month? Because they talk about the end 200,000. Do you know how much they pay waiters at the bars? Do you know it's 200,000 per month on average Nigerian? Some Nigerians earn 50,000. So explain to me how they are supposed to live if they don't steal or if they don't beg. I not blame another one we can say who to sweat that whether one to now another person when I don't understand. People are not being able to look. This nonsense people are doing. The way Nigerians will get up follow now.